Unseasonable temperatures, 52 degrees, but the winds could be a factor today as we bring in Pam Oliver. Pam?
Yeah, Dick, remember when the Giants were 6-2 and rolling? Well, they do too. That's why they still very much believe in themselves. A couple of guys described the mood of the team to me as this. They said it was frustrated, but we are very upbeat. Eli Manning put it this way: we're good enough to win. We just have to start being the kind of team that shows that when the occasion presents itself. Has not worked out in 5 of the last 6 games, as you noted, Dick. Back to you.
No, they haven't, Pam. They've lost 3 out of 7 at home, including the last 3 in a row. And of those 3 losses, they have had leads in the second half. But Michael Strahan is back. It's been a false start every week as to whether he'd be ready. And they said, no, this week finally set to go, and they need him.
And, Dick, I'm real anxious to see how long it is that he's going to be able to go, because I know in talking with other players with the similar injury, most of them have not been able to come back in the amount of time frame that Michael Strahan is attempting to here today. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to make it through the entire ball game.
Manning has that offensive line, and they get a boost with Sean O'Hara back at center, and they feel they've got some opportunities today.
Well, they've had to shuffle the offensive line here over the last couple of weeks. Sean O'Hara did not play last week. They were uncertain until today as to whether or not he was going to be able to play. I would also expect those offensive tackles to be receiving a little help from these outside defensive ends.
And they open with 2 tight ends. It's a running play to Tiki Barber going outside, and a superb first play of the game as Barber picks up 8 yards, tackled by Fred Thomas in the secondary. Willie Whitehead is going to start at defensive tackle, and they've hung in there despite the fact they've been vulnerable against the big plays in the running game.
Well, and don't forget, Hollis Thomas is serving a 4-game suspension, and that has impacted this defensive front. They've not played the run particularly well, and that's something the Giants feel they'll be able to take advantage of.
Play fake, pressure on Manning, completes to Jim Finn, and Finn close to the first down. Jay Bellamy was right there to make the tackle.
And they play very hard each week.
Rookie Sonoris Moss is into the lineup, and going deep is Manning, and open is Plexico Burress. And Burress, with a stiff arm, goes in. Touchdown, Giants! Burress.
Well, this is something that the Giants thought that they could take advantage of. Fred Thomas, he just fell down, and Plexico Burress, who was on a go route, obviously then able to run right by him. I know that Fred Thomas has had some problems this season with giving up the big play, but that one was just because he fell when Plexico was coming off the line.
10th touchdown, most by a Giant since Ernest Gray back in 1980. And, of course, the Saints were wary of the size advantage that Burress would present today. That was the extra point. So Manning with the long strike to Burress, who has now caught a touchdown pass in 5 straight games. Reporting that the wind has died down somewhat. Reggie Bush going in motion to the left. Empty backfield for Drew Brees. And he completes the pass to Marcus Colston and gets about 7.5 yards. So the Saints offense, Drew Brees has had the luxury of a terrific offensive line this year. They've done well despite withstanding injuries to key wide receivers.
Yeah, and Jamal Brown there on the offensive line making the Pro Bowl, his first Pro Bowl as a second-year player. And, this receiving core here, I know they're without Joe Horn once again, but they do have some talent. Of course, Marcus Colston, the year that he has had unexpectedly when he was drafted. Well,
Zach Street, a tackle, has reported as a tight end, and the whistle blows, and a false start penalty to be marked off against the Saints.
False start, 78, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
And the quick toss to the tight end, Billy Miller, incomplete, could not hold on. And the Giants hold on 3rd down and force the Saints to kick. But the defense with injuries, and you mentioned at the outset, has been less than spectacular. Steve Weatherford, the rookie punter, and the ball bounces loose. Chad Morton was there, and the Saints recover. A huge break for the Saints. And it was Jamal Jones who was right there, and the veteran Chad Morton.
When the defense does their job, now they're going to give the ball back to the offense. Chad Morton looked like he looked it all the way in and then came off his shoulder pads right there. You know, rather than trying to catch it more with his arms and hands, the ball got in on him, came off his shoulder pads.
For most valuable player. First Saints quarterback to go to the Pro Bowl since Archie Manning back in 1979.
Yeah, I just don't think you can say enough about the job that Drew
Turnover by the Giants. And after 2 stops, creates 3rd down and 6. The ball at the 14. Reggie Bush wide to the left. Breeze looks up the middle and getting hit. Will Demps provides the hit on Terrence Coppert, incomplete. So the Giants do a good job in the red zone. John Carney will attempt a 32-yard field goal. And down the middle and good. So Carney gives the Saints 3 points as a result of the turnover. The Giants in front of New Orleans 7-3. Didn't want to be told to leave. He's leaving the game on top. Check his last 2 seasons. Most total yards in the NFL. 2nd most rushing yards to Larry Johnson of the Chiefs. And the 3rd most NFL in catches by running backs. Pretty good numbers.
harder and harder each week to get ready to play.
From the 24, and they get it to Shockey, but Shockey won't go anywhere as he is hit and dropped for a loss on the play.
It's fully expect to be able to have much more success than they did a week ago.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd and 17, here's Kiki as a receiver, and Barber goes down, but way short of the first down. So the Saints defense holds.
And his technique when he is kicking into the wind.
And there's the effects of it as off the side of the foot and will be stopped shy of midfield. So Jeff Feagles, one of the better punters and playing in his 302nd consecutive games, a flag is down. And Bill Carollo will explain. The ball stops dead on the Giant 49. From the 44. McAllister. And a good run gets tackled at the 35.
About a year this season, and then of course the addition of Reggie Bush, his workload has been reduced, but he's played very well.
And Mike Carney, who hasn't done much except for the Dallas game when he scored 3 touchdowns, gets the call.
That he can be more of a factor in that pass rush.
3-man line with Kiwanuka, Cofield and Strahan, and the pitch up front and an incomplete pass. Kiwanuka right in the middle of it.
As ugly as what it was.
Billy Cundiff has come in to try a 51-yard field goal. He is the long kicker and tries a long one, and Cundiff's kick is no good. So Carney makes good from 32 yards earlier, and Cundiff misses from 51. So the Saints in 2 possessions in Giant territory have just 3 points to show for it. And the Giants will have good field position now. 3rd down. And Finn, the fullback, going out of the backfield. And that pass thrown behind him as Manning once again gets hit.
It's not always about sacking the quarterback, but if you knock him down enough times, it's definitely going to get him out of his rhythm.
Jeff Feagles will kick it away. Reggie Bush, whose first NFL touchdown came as a punt returner against Tampa Bay, can step out of bounds on the kickoff coverage team as well.
Well, here's another look at Chad Morton, and it's that left knee right there as he was coming down. After he'd left his feet, the left knee just gave out.
And being helped off. So Morton leaves the game, and 3rd down and 10. Breeze, and Colston makes the grab and is tackled at the 40-yard line of the Giants for a first down, a gain of 23. Jason Bell in the secondary makes the stop. Matches coming into the game. First down. They fake the end around to Bush, and now they go to Reggie Bush, and Bush will step out of bounds just short of the first down. Always have to be accountable for Reggie Bush. 3rd and 2. Terrence Copper coming in motion to the left. And Breeze lost this one. And the pass will be ruled a catch, but bobbling it was Reggie Bush. And let's see what the Giants want to do here. It would be a first down at the 14, a pickup of 18.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it there, Dick. They're going to rule that. And they're trying to get it snapped.
That'll see the red flag. Tom Coughlin threw it and then said C. Make no mistake about it.
I don't know about you, Dick. I don't like the red flag. I don't like that.
The color or the flag?
Well, I mean, just the whole process of trying to challenge a call.
Well, they tried a buzzer once, and of course the buzzer sometimes can be short-circuited.
Of course, I think that all the replays and challenges should come from the booth anyway. I think that these coaches have enough on their mind trying to coach their football team, besides also having the added responsibilities of helping the officials do their job, which is officiate the game.
Sean Payton challenged an earlier call, and
After reviewing the play, determined the receiver did not possess the ball inbounds with 2 feet. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It will be 4th down and 2 yards to go from the 32-yard line. New York is not charged a timeout.
play action. Breeze gets out of trouble and completes the pass for the first down to Terrence Copper. And the former Dallas Cowboy keeps it going for the Saints. Breeze hits Copper, and that's the end of the first with the score. The Giants 7 and the Saints 3. Drew Brees engineering this, and Reggie Bush up the middle, and a first down. Will Demps wrestling him down, and the best run of the game by far for the Saints. Get him 13.
Well, you're going to see Reggie Bush, and then he's going to have the cutback lane right through there. I mean, this offensive line just pushes everybody down to the left side. And then there it is, the opening. And Reggie Bush, who struggled running the football earlier in the season, and it's because he would just not get into the holes fast enough. He realized the holes don't stay open.
Goes wide to the top. The pass to Colston, drops the ball. And that is the 5th drop by Saints receivers today. And that will bring up 4th down. So even the reliable Marcus Colston having trouble holding on. 26-yard field goal attempt. And Carney's kick is good, so he has kicked 2 today for the Saints. Billy Cundiff missed a long one. And the score is now 7-6. Philadelphia and Atlanta. First down from the 29, and Tiki Barber bounces off an offensive lineman and gets 7 yards on first down. Early on here, 2nd and 3. They go back to Barber, trying to push the line, and very close. That is not the official first down line, and it is a first down for Tiki Barber as he gets 3 yards.
Seeing him have.
3rd down and 10. Manning's pass, and not on the mark, intended for Tim Carter. And 4th down coming up, so the accuracy not quite pinpoint. And
Opportunity to heal.
Zach Strief, number 64, eligible as a tight end. Handoff Reggie Bush, trying to break one. He gets the first down, and Reggie Bush with some flash here, picking up 17 yards and a first down to the 23.
Well, here's a look at Reggie Bush, and it's just an off-tackle run and a good job of blocking, there by Carney, and Bush able to get inside of that.
In the first half, but trailing only by 1 point. 2nd down and 10. Handoff to Reggie Bush. Here's Bush again, and cut up, and a play made by the veteran Sam Madison. Saints have converted only once on 7 previous 3rd down conversions. And they're going to give it to Reggie Bush, and dives forward. Looked like he was tripped up. Punching hit by Demps. Meanwhile, Corey Webster, who has been active the last 4 games, in there, number 23. Bush on the screen, and Reggie Bush fights his way through a crowd and gets another first down to the Giant 47, a 9-yard pickup. And right now, Troy, it's the Reggie Bush show for the Saints. 2nd down and 10 with just under 7 minutes to go in the half. And Reggie Bush on the pitch diving to the 42 where Michael Strahan comes up and makes the play. Strahan. Aaron Stecker went in motion to the right. Breeze is going to run and he won't make it as he is tackled from behind, shy of the sticks by Mathias Kiwanuka. And they'll go 4th down and 2 from the 38 of the Giants. And the handoff to Deuce McAllister. And McAllister gets the first down.
From right tackle to left tackle, makes the Pro Bowl. The whole group's been good.
Here's Reggie Bush going outside. And Bush being chased there by R.W. McQuarters is pushed out after a 10-yard gain and very close to another Saints first down.
As to what Drew Brees and Jamal Brown thinks of the job they've done.
And the pass up the middle to Deuce McAllister as a receiver, and he will have a first down at about the 15. Jarris Wilkinson makes the tackle, but this is what makes Drew Brees so tough, his ability to make the right decision.
It definitely put a defense in a bind.
This is the 14th play of the drive, and from the 14, the pitch going back to Reggie Bush, trying to turn the corner, and he's very close to getting another first down. Carlos Emmons initially missed Reggie Bush, and quickly lining up. Handoff to Bush, and Reggie Bush gets a couple of yards. Penalty flag is thrown right in the middle of the pile.
Holding, 98, defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Field defensively, Peyton did not want him to be able to substitute.
Handoff to McAllister, and he is driven back at the 1-yard line.
This point on the field.
Remember, Zach Street, number 64, eligible. Here is McAllister, and a great tackle by Will Demps, who has had an outstanding first half after 4 years with the Ravens. And the pass batted down once again as the Giants, once again, and Michael Strahan for the second time, bats one down. Kiwanuka had a couple. And there's the fade to Colston. Touchdown! Marcus Colston holds on with R.W. McQuarters trying to defend the taller player, and the 2-yard pass will give the Saints their first lead of the game. And a workhorse on that long drive was Reggie Bush, as the Saints with their first touchdown, 18 plays, ties the most plays on a drive this season. Originally set by the Houston Texans, and Marcus Colston with a 2-yard catch from Drew Brees and a 13-7 score. And at this point, the Giants probably very happy that intermissions come. First down, handoff to Tiki Barber. Slicing off the right side, gets a first down and going out of bounds at the 41. The Giants got 67 yards on the
Play guy in previous year.
second down and 10. Here is Barber with the catch and the tackle right away by Jason Kraft. No huddle on 3rd and 6. Pressure is on, and the pass caught by Shockey, and he'll be stopped at the 50, 2 yards short of the first down. Jay Bellamy, the veteran strong safety, with a good tackle.
Yeah, and I don't think they can go for it here. I mean, they give the ball right back to the Saints if they
don't have any timeouts remaining. And Manning on 4th down, and it's dropped by Shockey. Jeremy Shockey had a first down with ease.
or take a shot all the way into the end zone.
7 drops by the Saints. 3rd down and 6. Brees will go to Billy Miller, and he drops it. So 8 drop passes by the Saints. Tampa was a little different. And the pass thrown underneath to Reggie Bush. And Bush goes out of bounds as no time remains. And that will be it. And right now, Sean Payton signaling that there should be 1 second left on the clock.
I don't think he's going to get that one.
Tiki Barber so far, 38 yards and 9 carries. And take a look at the fantasy stats in the first half. And for the latest in fantasy stats, log on to foxsports.com. Drew Brees with a touchdown catch. a touchdown pass, and Marcus Colson grabbing it. But a big first half for Reggie Bush all the way around. 81 yards rushing, 23 yards catching. Of course, he's been the return man as well. Look, Saints with a win and a Cowboy loss tomorrow against Philadelphia will get the second seed, home field second week. And a good return, great return by Michael Lewis. And he goes out of bounds at the 42. Magenta. That'd be a shade of red. First down from the 42. And the handoff to Reggie Bush. Breaks away from Michael Strahan. And gets to the 47-yard line, a pickup of about 5. Rush for 108 yards and more here as Deuce McAllister gets the first down and drives into Giant territory to the 44. Gets 10 on that play. 6 and 2, and Strahan was healthy. Lost 5 out of 6 without him. McAllister and stopped from behind about 3 or so, 4 yards short of the first down by Michael Strahan. The inside runs. 3rd and 3. Reggie Bush to the left. Breeze is hit and down by Umenyiora. Breeze never saw Umenyiora coming, and a loss of 9 yards, forcing the Saints to kick. Else trying to give the defense a chance to catch their breath. Tiki Barber, playing in his last home game, retiring after this season, picks up 6 yards on first down. And 4. Here comes pressure from the right side, and Scott Fujita getting to Eli Manning. Loss of 7 yards. The question was, would Manning be able to get rid of it before Fujita got to him? And Giants are 0 for 5 on all third down conversions. They spread the field. Empty backfield. Here is Burris, and it's knocked away. McKenzie defending against Plaxico Burris.
McKenzie looked like he wanted to go to the post. But where the ball was thrown, if the ball's on the inside there, Dick, Plaxico has a chance to kind of go get it. But when it's over that outside shoulder.
The wrong shoulder at the last second, you're right. Eagles on 4th down, kicking it away. And Michael Lewis driving the midfield is stopped at the 49. Boy, the Saints have lived in great field position throughout this entire game. Here was that throw just beyond Burris, and it did clip off of his right hand. If they win, could get him into the playoffs this weekend, but don't talk playoffs yet. You're right. Hand off to Reggie Bush, who picks up about 4 or 5 yards, and Osi Umenyiora makes the tackle. A gain of 4 for Bush. Well, 1 and 5 in Giant territory, and the handoff to Deuce McAllister to the 42, short of a first down by a yard, and Joe Buck with the game break. Joe.
All right, Dick. Well, Stephen Davis from 10 yards away. First rushing touchdown for a Ram by anybody not named Steven Jackson, who, by the way, is having a huge day against the Redskins. They're tied 28-28. Rams trying to keep their hopes alive. Back to you, Dick.
All right, Terrence Copper on the rollout by Breeze makes the reception and going out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So a 40-yard pass play with a big play.
Well, R.W. McQuarters was expecting safety help. Will Demps, it looked like he thought was going to give help over the top. And so Copper just ran right by McQuarters, and with Breeze rolling out to that side, it was an easy pitch and catch.
Coming back after missing 6 games, Tiki Barber being introduced all by himself in his last game at home. As a receiver on the right slot. And he gets the handoff on the end around and sails in for the touchdown. Reggie Bush, who has not had a 100-yard game but is flirting with it now, goes in for the 1-yard touchdown to give the Saints a 19-7 lead.
Here he is here. It's just a reverse. Down here on the goal line, we've seen a lot of this from Sean Payton, throughout the season, and then he just out.
5th touchdown rushing this year. Goes right in. And Sean Payton coming back home and perhaps triumphant. And the scoring drive, 40 of them coming on the pass from Breeze to Copper. 20 unanswered points by the Saints. And Reggie Bush going over from a yard. 17 by the Saints, starting from the 33. And Tiki Barber gets hit hard as he gets to the 40. 7-yard gain. It was Josh Bullocks, the free safety, who applied to him.
If they are able to get a touchdown, then obviously they're right back in this game.
Manning, and it hits the ground early as Vegeta and Bob Whitfield go at it briefly.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 70, headbutting his opponent. 15-yard penalty.
That's the second
The action
time
happened after the play. It'll be third
that
down.
he's done it this season. Manning has Barber, and the blocking. And finally the Saints get to Barber at the 31-yard line, and the crowd. Flag goes down now. There's another penalty mark.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 60, offense. 15-yard penalty after the play is over. The play will count, fourth down.
The play's long over there.
And Reggie Bush looking for the return from the 42 of the Saints. And down at the 50-yard line, no one downed him, so he's still on his feet. And Reggie Bush will go in and score. No Giant had downed Reggie Bush when he fell, and he got up and alertly went in for a 58-yard punt return touchdown. Bush.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at it. Here's Reggie Bush going up in the middle, and initially it looked like somebody had, but there it didn't appear that they did. And Reggie Bush alertly just gets back on his feet and then runs it all the way in for the touchdown. Once he went down, clearly everybody on the kickoff coverage team, punt coverage team, thought that he was down. Hard to tell there. Well, it looks like right there on the right calf that contact was made.
Ryan Keel just
The
touching
Giants
it.
are challenging the ruling on the field. That's a touchdown.
Bill Carollo.
After reviewing the play, it's been determined the runner was down by contact at the 49-yard line. Therefore, it will be the receiver's ball at that spot. New York is not charged with a timeout. Please put 6:53.
So this group. Third down and 8. Manning and a ball past Shockey. Fourth down. Manning is 9 for 18, 74 yards, and that early touchdown on the ground. Michael Strahan not in the game, replaced by Kiwanuka. Look at the juke by Reggie Bush as he gets to the 45, bringing up third down and about 3.5.
His confidence grows.
And there's the jump pass caught by Mark Campbell, and the tight end with a first down into Giant territory. Jabril Wilson brings him down after that. He will keep the pressure on. Now, if you're going to hand the ball off, not a bad guy to go to, either McAllister or Bush. Will Demps makes the tackle.
Why, possibly if they go on to win here next week, they'll be the number 2 seed in the conference.
McAllister on 2nd and 3. First down, and Will Demps with the play, and a flag down back at the 41-yard line.
Holding, 86, offense, 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
It's John Owens, one of their tight ends.
It is right there. He grabs the impact that Sean Payton had on his career.
2nd and 13. They give it to McAllister. Deuce McAllister, going to the playoffs for the first time, gets another first down, it appears, at the 1 yards today to go over 1,000, and he did for the 4th time in his career. And as you mentioned earlier, great to see him come back from that knee injury when there were questions about his future.
Well, what a class act he is. You know, I mean, a lesser person would have been complaining about his reduced role and not getting more. And no one's happier about this year than Deuce.
Pitch to Bush. And Reggie Bush tackled at the 29-yard line. Gain of 7. Jabril Wilson, the strong safety, and that will do it for the third quarter, with the Saints leading the Giants 20-7. Well, third down and 2 for the Saints. And here's Bush following his blocking, and it was Terrence Copper, the wide receiver, doing a terrific job of blocking downfield as Bush gets to about the 10. Something like that. Second down and 8. Deuce McAllister running in for the touchdown. McAllister with a 9-yard strike touchdown. And the Saints running away with this one.
I mean, this is what we've seen throughout the day. I mean, they just take it right at the teeth of this defense, right up the middle, missed tackles, and then along with this offensive line.
The Giants 27-7, and all you have to do is look at the body language and the look. It's been that way for a while on the Giants sideline. Hollow games probably still be alive if they lose this one. And the fumble, loose ball, Saints may have it.
I mean, it just keeps getting worse.
And the Saints recover. Look at that before. We haven't put it together, but look at the production of McAllister and Bush. Last week, 28 touches, 101 yards. Look at today's numbers.
Yeah, they've done a number. And Reggie Bush, I mean, as we've talked about, he's gotten better each week. And
3rd down and 6 on the 20. Pump fake by Breeze. His pass, and intended for Jamal Jones, knocked away, incomplete. And covered by McQuarters and Butler. And Butler mostly. So 4th down coming up.
back, is he?
No. 38-yard field goal attempt by Carney. And Carney 3 for 3 today. And the Saints have raised their lead to 30-7 over the Giants. Also doubles as the down marker guy. Manning sacked at the 29. Scott Shanley got in there. Position in the number 6 slot.
And it shows you there's going to be an 8-8 team in the playoffs.
Yes. Tiki Barber working his way outside. And going out of bounds, getting chased there by Fajita.
How you get your team prepared, and how do you come in each Monday trying to be optimistic, knowing that if you do put together a couple of wins, you can get into the playoffs, considering the fact that you've lost 5 out of 6. And he said that's the challenge of trying to come up with a different way of presenting it.
All day. 2nd and 4, Barber. 1st down, Barber to the 47, and the Giants are flirting with that issue as they're close to midfield. A 9-yard pickup for Tiki Barber.
Picking up blitzing.
3rd down and 10. And the pass batted down, intended for Tyree. Eli Manning. And a flag is down with the incomplete. And Whitfield, I guess, was all right coming back, and we'll see what the penalty is all about. Whitfield already called for the headbutt earlier, challenging Will Smith.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 70. Contact after the play was over. 4th down, 15-yard penalty.
2nd time for Whitfield in his 15th NFL season. And don't forget, making his 6th start for the injured Luke Pettigrew out for the year. Here with his club. Hand off to Deuce McAllister going off the right side. 1st down. And driving to the 45. So Deuce McAllister having a big day. In fact, the Saints rushing for 232 yards today, have 2 players over 100. McAllister with exactly 100 and Reggie Bush with 126.
But the way that they've run the ball, they've got to feel awfully good now going into their last game of the season next week.
7 on the Giant 41. Again, McAllister. And picks up a couple, bringing up 4th down. Katrina, Saints with a home team here in the Meadowlands last September when the New Orleans won 27-10. Their prior game was the Giants' first home game after 9/11. 4th down handoff to McAllister is short, and the Giants will take over on downs. And in this game, Saints hopefully taking the step to what they expect will be a bye and put a spanking on the Giants. Manning's pass, and that's intercepted, intended for Shockey. Fred Thomas. So the Giants turn it over for the third time this afternoon with 2:19 to go in the game. Well, Jamal Brown, Will Smith, and Drew Brees headed for the Pro Bowl for the Saints. Jeremy Shockey and Tiki Barber for the Giants. This is the most rushing yards by the New Orleans Saints in a game since 1990. 236, and that will do it. So Tiki Barber's last home game
there. It looks like that can't come soon enough.
Well, he knows when it's time, and he said, I didn't want to be told that it was time to go. He said it's a young man's game, and when you don't have the passion for it anymore, it's time to go. And Jim Finn carries, and that should be the last play of the game. Field in the second week of the playoffs. Reggie Bush, 126 yards, his first 100-yard rushing game in his career. The Giants led 7-0, and then the Saints reeled off 30